So we missed the first half of the no questions answered live stream with between Aaron Schonek and Jenna Frank. So let's kind of see them set the tone for why they would not answer questions.
Hey, there we are. What's going on, everyone? Okay. Live on here. Sorry it took a little bit. I was running doing 1,000 different things. Always doing 1,000 different things. Always doing too many crazy things. But I am here now. And I appreciate you all waiting. But I am here in the room and excited. I'm excited that we had the big announcement on Saturday about distribution, which is, which is incredible. I'm just beyond thankful to our distribution team and WellGo and everything. It's just really been incredible. I'm excited to just hop on here and
they had the announcement at WonderCon, but apparently there was no questions will be asked about Legend of the White Dragon, which seems really odd to have a panel where you announce the release date and then you say no questions.
When we did the panel, it was so everything was just exciting, and all of us were just kind of finding out and doing all this sort of stuff that a lot of people on the panel didn't even know. And then I told Jenna before, and she recorded this message, and then I thought it'd be great. For Jenna to come on here and talk, and we could kind of do this back and forth. So I know I just talked with Jenna. I think she'll be on here in just a couple minutes here, but I will then accept. She might have already done it then. Let's see. Does it already work then? There she is. I think accepted. It's coming. Let's see. Huh? Hit accept. Should work. There it goes.
Well, hello.
There we go. Sorry that I was late. I'm trying to get everything ready.
No, I know. I totally understand. No, I'm just so glad we were able to do this.
I know. I wish I could have recorded the phone call when I told you.
I know. Oh my gosh, me and my mom were literally thinking that too. We were thinking that too, but it's okay. We'll film some other cool, this, everything that happens after this.
It's only upward and onwards from here. It's so great. All the people being able to see the movie and stuff like that. You know.
I know. I don't know if y'all could see, but I actually have all the merch, and I have this on.
Oh. That's very cool.
Yeah, and I got the red on, and I got the red watch. I had to make sure that it was all coordinates. So, but I'm so excited, man. I am just so blown away. I really have been reflecting a lot on it since Saturday, and it's just been so many emotions, but so exciting for people to see it. I know, I'm so excited.
If you guys don't know, no questions were answered from the chat. It was pretty much, they were useless being there.
It's people are gonna love it. And it's just so I'm just, bro, I mean, even since the last, the final cut that I saw with the sound and everything, I mean, it looks so awesome. I can't even, people have no idea. They really don't. They have no idea what's coming. So I'm excited.
That's good. Yeah, David Ramsey, he called me this morning, and he's like, my phone's blowing up, because he was at I think a Chicago con, and he's like, everyone's coming up to me and excited, and David, David's he's directed a lot of episodes on the CW and a lot of other TV shows, and he's acted in a bunch of stuff. So he's really very, very accomplished, and he loves the movie. He absolutely loves it, and he's an actor, director, and he thought you were great in it, and it's just really.
Bro, it's so.
He thought she was great in it. Y'all need to be like, yo, Jenna, let's just talk brass tacks. Are you in it more than 3 minutes? Do you have more than 3 scenes? Is this going to launch your career? And, it's not any shade to her, but you got to be realistic about it. I know they want to market it as this is Jenna's big break or whatever, but from what I told, she's barely in the movie. She's like a footnote, if anything. So you have to wonder about that. But at the same time, Aaron has to parade her out here to gain favor from the fandom?
So hard to feel like, especially because I'm really getting into movies now. I feel that growing up, it was something that I kind of didn't really like because I just like, especially from my dad, like I feel like we couldn't
Oh
really watch
God.
movies. It was like, okay, here's the lighting's a little off here. Or, it was just really hard to get into that bubble. But yeah, now that like I'm getting into that bubble, it's just super cool. And I just
What's your next acting project? What roles have you gotten? What doors has this opened? Like you just start asking, just hey, oh, you getting into this bubble? Okay, what auditions have you been on? How many auditions have you been on? Because I'm telling you guys right now, actors out there, actors are no longer needed, and you're competing with people who have experience with being on set, with knowing their lines right now. So like the bar is raised.
see like the just how awesome Legend is compared to other films. Like it's just not trying to
Yeah.
sound like that, but it really is one of my favorite movies, bro.
Well, that's what like, and I really
And I believe her is one of her favorite movies. Shit, if I was in the movie, yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. It's the only movie I'm really in my life where I got like some clock on film. Yeah, hell yeah, it's my favorite movie. You better believe it. It's my favorite movie.
I would love to bring David on, and we can, and when we go around and stuff, I'd love to
Yes.
eventually have David because he speaks so well and so eloquent, and he when he saw the movie, he's like, he's like, there's a real story here, like 'cause there's like a lot of
It's
like
exactly.
it's an actual like emotional.
Yeah, it is a real story there. It's Aaron Schonke's revenge against Jason David Frank for his wife passing. That's what they don't want to sell it as. It's more Aaron Schonke revenge than JDF redemption.
Core and then these characters, between like Eric and Jai and how they kind of go back and forth and how you do have all the fun superhero cosmic powers and stuff. He's like, but at the center he goes, these are real
But it's
characters
so much more real. It's so much
right.
more deep and authentic. And
It's not deep. It's not authentic. It's a revenge story as old as time.
that's what my dad strived. Like that's who
Oh
he
yeah.
was. So I feel like I'm just so excited for everyone to see him really act. Like he just
Yeah.
was so excited for this,
And
and
that's
it's
what
just been a lot of emotions. But I know he is still here. Like I've just been learning so much about the spirit and really have taken these last like few months to really like just do so much work, and I feel him connecting even more than ever. And it's really weird because the day before you called me, a ladybug landed on my face, and I was on the call with one of my friends. And a ladybug that's his resemblance. Like at his funeral, there was a lot of ladybugs, and it was like in hibernation. There was like hundreds of them.
Can that just be a coincidence? I don't know, man. Like it's ladybugs that like every now and then a ladybug would be in my house and my daughter would be like, yeah, it's a ladybug. I'm just like, all right, cool.
And so maybe not hundreds, but like a lot, like a lot. But it's weird because it fell and it landed on my face. And that's
yeah.
never happened to me, So it was just like the day before too. So I just feel like he's super,
Yeah.
his energy and his spirit is like so here,
She
So,
tweaking.
Oh, for sure. Even when I edit a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
times I
It's like it's different when you get to like react to it afterwards and you just get to see it. Like, I mean, them eyes are looking pretty low. What do you say? What do you say, guys?
but I would because I'm here just in my office editing and watching this and reflecting on moments and memories and stuff and a lot of times I just out loud and I'd be like, why are you doing that, Jason? Like, what do you think? Do you like
dude,
this?
it's
I'm like,
crazy.
yeah.
No, like
I mean, the good thing is she is actually attractive, so she has that going for herself. But being associated with Aaron, what good is that? Other than being like a gateway drug to like OnlyFans content, with Vera.
he is the strongest spirit, like I for sure. Like he comes through the strongest. So
No, I agree. And I know for our how we kind of
It's like, damn, you really want her to do well, but like, bad decisions, being associated with him and propping him up. I get it. It's your father's movie. You can't go against the grain, right? And if this guy may have a chance to put some money in your pocket, sure, but there has to be better opportunities for you to utilize your father's legacy for monetization. It has to be a path to success that does not involve Aaron. Look at all the people who came out, against him. Imagine if it was 50 people coming out against, oh shit, wait, it is 50 people coming out against me, but people who actually work with me and, who's known me for quite some time. it's like one person who's likely lying about cancer. So you have stuff like that. There's so many people who've known Aaron at so many different stages in his career that have had so many not so nice things to say, not so many good experiences with him. And he can harp on, all these old has-beens and wannabe stars still working with him. Sure, man. Kudos, yell that to the mountaintops. But at the end of the day, you've been doing YouTube videos for longer than most would want to. And the goal is to make movies, not stolen IP beatdowns.
We wanted to ask each other some questions
Yes.
to get into that. 'Cause I know you have a big day tomorrow. Do you have to get ready? Oh, you got them right there. Okay.
Yes, I have.
Oh, she got the questions. Let's see if we can zoom in on that shit.
I agree. And I know for our how we wanted to ask each other some questions
Yes.
to get into that. 'Cause I know you have a big day tomorrow. Do you have to?
Yeah, I can't make that stuff out. Like, I can't. Like, this is gibberish, but it looks like just 3 questions only. 3 questions only, guys. Like, imagine that. You go live, you got this announcement that this movie that you're in has a release date and 3 questions only, and there is no engagement with the chat whatsoever. What's the point of being live if you're not going to engage with the chat? That's the whole thing, right?
Get ready. Oh, you got them right there. Okay.
Yes, I have my wisdom teeth surgery, and I've been kind of, sick a little bit. It's just the allergies and stuff, like the season. So I've been a little sick, but yeah, tomorrow I am getting ready for that, and I'll have that in the morning, and then so I just hope I've been drinking a lot of pineapple juice because supposedly it's supposed to help with the swelling. So I'm like, I really hope this helps so I can just get back to to posting and stuff. Because
Bro, I remember when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I looked like the Godfather, and I had a prom to go to because I was in college, and like my high school girlfriend and shit, she was like going to her prom, and shout out to her. This was like my project princess who didn't graduate on time. I had to like teach her math and shit, and then I taught her math, offer her to sneak a goddamn calculator into like in my state, there's certain exams you have to pass to graduate. And I was really honing her in on her goddamn math. Like, this is what you need to do. This is how you do these problems. And I showed her, and I took all the time in the world. And she just fucking took a calculator in there. And I was going to prom with her, and my jaws was like swollen like this. Shout out to my project princess, man.
I'm gonna look like a
Hope you're doing good if you're seeing this.
chipmunk for a couple days. But anyways, I do got your questions right here.
Okay. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go?
Bro, she was cool. She was really cool, man. We were like off and on for like, I don't know, like 6 years or something. When I was in college, when she was home, she was home. But when I was home, we were together. I remember like she did like this sweet thing. Like the first year I came back from like college, and I was like, yo, I'm touching down. And I had the house to myself. She just came over and bust that shit wide open for me. Wide open. I'll never forget. And shit, she caught the bus to my aunt's house to bust it wide open. Because did I have a car? I think I did have a car, but she, she was like, I'll just catch the bus over there. And she came over, set that shit out for a player like a real one. Never forget that.
First, what do you want to do?
I'll go first. I'll ask you.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? Okay. So the first question is, does Legend of the White Dragon represent for the future of independent superhero films?
Oh, what does it represent for the future of independent superhero films? I can tell you this, any of them on Kickstarter will likely not get funded. You have to imagine they didn't collected this money over 5 years ago, and it's just scheduled to come out again for like the 4th time this year in theaters, which is going to be select theaters, which may just end up being 2 theaters. Yeah. It's donezo. Indie films through Kickstarters, unless you have a huge celebrity behind it, just put a fork in them.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I think because of today's just the way that like technology and everything is, so many things are.
Yes, they are really asking each other questions instead of the people in the chat. Dog, they don't want to hear anything the fucking chat has to say, guys. If you're in the chat, they're just going to ignore you. It's like, what's the point? They should do a disclaimer. Hey guys, we're not entertaining the chat. Just listen to what we got to say when they go live. It will be better. But this is total hogwash.
Accessible because before, because a lot of people probably don't know, like White Dragons is a lot of action. It's a big, it's like big in its scope, you know. Even when David saw it, he's like, well, this film's so much bigger than I thought it would be. And it's like, well, because we're able to accomplish so much. It's like weird. You're able to be big and small at the same time. You know, there's over 1,000 effect shots in the movie, and while the budget isn't the low millions, that's so small compared to like a Marvel movie, which is like, you know, small at the same time. You know, there's even.
He said the low millions. What's the low millions?
Even when David saw it, he's like, well, this film's so much bigger than I thought it would be. And it's like, well, because we're able to accomplish so much. It's like weird. You're able to be big and small at the same time. You know, there's over 1,000 effect shots in the movie. And while the budget isn't the low millions, that's so small compared to like a Marvel movie, which is like, you know, 300-400 million. But I think
it looks the same. That's what, like, it's so wild. Now that I'm.
Did he mention Batman vs. Shredder? He said it was supposed to drop tomorrow. You trolling me, dog? Oh, and what's up? Is Batman and Shredder dropping tomorrow? No, there was no mention of that. You trolling, ain't you? What you doing today, dog? We need to get some people up on here to break this down.
Watch this, I'm like, bro, like just like the quality, like I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And that's very hard to accomplish. So that's amazing.
Well, I think that, and God, I hope we look half as good as Marvel. But I think that
she said better. Like, bro, you're not gonna look a fourth as good as Marvel. You guys are gonna be looking at the same thing y'all were looking at, and Dying is Easy, and Batman versus Vader. That's the same quality, man. It's the same quality that you guys are going to see. Anyone who tell you different is just being disingenuous.
It's all this stuff is so much more accessible, and you know the rise of the indie filmmaker.
Yo, Crow got blocked everywhere.
Like what Markiplier did, creating that horror film, and now hopefully with us, it's able to show that these.
No, dog, this ain't Markiplier level, dog. This is not that. This ain't the Markiplier thing. I don't even know why you compared yourself to Markiplier. Y'all got the same budget. He got a worldwide release. You're going to have a limited theater release. Yeah, it's not the same. It's apples and oranges, dog. It's levels to this shit, and you ain't on Markiplier's level. So trying to like weasel your way into like that level, you like, what? That's like me saying I'm on Kais and that level. Like, yeah, dog, you know how me and Kais and that, we both live streamers, you know. People be like, what? People be like, you and who? Yeah, you know, me and XQC, you know, we both streamers, you know. So, you know, what I'm doing is big for streamers. People are like, bro, are you smoking what Jenna's smoking or what, dog?
Things can be done, and you know, because films have gotten so big and so massive, and they're so expensive, and when they fail, it's catastrophic to the industry. So this will hopefully be like a second uprising to maybe help Hollywood, help the theaters, and just help the film market and filmmakers, because we can do so much now. And that was the thing is,
what? He said this is about to help Hollywood, help filmmakers. Yo, what is Aaron smoking? Are they both high? Are they both on some shit, dog? This is why you wait till afterwards. Like, what?
This can be done, and you know, because films have gotten so big and so massive, and they're so expensive, and when they fail, it's catastrophic to the industry. So this will hopefully be like a second uprising to maybe help Hollywood, help the theaters, and just help the film market and filmmakers, because we can do so much now. And that was the thing is, like, you know, when
what is he smoking? Aaron, what are you smoking, dog? We need a hair sample right now. We need a hair sample. We need a urine sample. We need a blood sample. Help movie theaters. What is it about to get people back into going to movies with a select theater release?
Nope.
Bro, does a hole in his neck just open up and he just like, rap, 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 rap. Tell him it's going to help Hollywood. Like, rap, rap, rap. It's going to help movie theaters. Rap, rap. It's going to help so many movie theaters that no one wants it. It's going to help so many movie theaters, you're going to have to pay them to get it in there. Whereas like other people, they'd be like, well, you guys don't have to pay, but you know, we definitely want to have your video. We definitely want the new Doomsday. No one is like, we're looking forward to showing you guys Legend of the White Dragon. This is not like some AMC is about to partner up with Well Go USA. No. That's not happening.
When me and your dad came up with this idea, like back in 2013, a big reason I think he liked talking to me so much is because we were able to do the beatdowns, and the beatdowns, and there's really nothing like it on YouTube. And he's like, man,
Yeah,
how do
I
you do
know.
this? He's like,
What? It's nothing like it on YouTube. Bro is glazing himself. It's plenty of things like it. You got Death Battle, who arguably does it 10 times better at a fraction of the fluff and cost.
because he had big ideas. He always wanted to push the limit, which was
Yeah.
great. That's what you want.
Yeah.
That's why we hit the wall sometimes. We're like, we can't do that. Like, how do we do that? But,
I know. Yeah.
but I think that I hope this film sets a precedent, being like, hey, it can be done. Look what they did. We can do that. And I hope it's an influence.
Yes.
I love.
No, they're gonna be like, look what they did. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're whatever he did, we're gonna go the opposite way. But he has Well Go USA distributor, and it's gonna be in select theaters. Yeah, dog, 2 theaters. For what, 1 day, 2 days, a weekend? Like what's that looking like?
I love people coming up to me like at conventions and being like, you were my childhood. You're the reason why I got into filmmaking. And I'm like, oh wow, like I didn't expect any of that. So like that's so wonderful. And even now we're gonna
Oscar. No, we're talking Razzie Awards over here, dog. We're in Razzie level. Oscar, are you bro? Yeah.
open it up to where we're gonna offer like a join the subscribers thing, where we have so much behind the scenes footage that we want to share with everyone to show how these things are made. Just give everyone behind the scenes. Here it is. Open up the curtains.
Yeah.
Let everyone in.
Yeah,
So.
no, I love that. I definitely agree with everything you're saying. And I totally think this is going to be a new wave in Hollywood, a new wave for superhero films, just everything. Just the whole film. Man, I just can't wait.
Bro, I think both of them stone, dog. I think this is called an oversell. But you have to oversell it, right? You part of it. He like, yes, you're reading the script. Yes, everyone is talking about me now, but no, I'm not answering any questions. F Kickstarters.
I'm just getting so excited, bro. And I've been having like the worst headaches. So I feel like when I smile too much or when I laugh too much, it makes it worse. But I'm like, I just been so happy. So.
Oh.
Sometimes if you cap too much, you get a headache too.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, being too happy is never a problem.
I know, it's true, right? It's true.
Well,
It's very true. Okay.
No, let me ask. We take turns. Let me ask you the question.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was not ready for my 3
I don't want
questions.
to talk for 5 straight minutes. People want to hear from you.
Okay. Sorry, bro. I'm all like the interviewer here.
No, okay. But check this out. Okay. So I was gonna ask you this. I do this. This is a big one. I think you've been asked this before, but what was it like working with your dad on the production? Because there's a lot of people don't know, and I'll let you tell all this, but I'll preface it by saying that.
Bro, if you smoking moon rock, bro, you are not even experiencing gravity. He said he's smoking moon rock. Wow. Hey.
Do it again, please.
Stay off the weed.
Your dad's your dad, and he always looked out for you, and he always wanted to make sure. It's like this thing. He was like, he'd be like, Aaron, we got to make sure Jenna's in it, but she's got to earn it, but she's got to be in it, but she's got to earn it.
Always.
So he was like,
obviously she's got no one helping her navigate these grifters. Well, Aaron has his claws in her. Like, this is what Aaron does. He promises stardom for people, exposure for people. And at the end of the day, he's just exploiting your name, image, and likeness for his own personal financial gain. And at the end of the day, when you do it, people are not going to be like, imagine this, right? If you're like some casting director and you like, oh, we're looking for somebody to play XYZ role. And you're not going to necessarily be like, oh, I was in this YouTube video. Oh, who directed it? Oh, Bat in the Sun. Wait, the Kickstarter guy? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what you got. His beatdowns, there's no acting. It's just choreographer. It's just like, oh, you want to be a stunt person? Okay, sure. Maybe there could be a path forward for that. But there's no acting in it because he doesn't direct acting. He directs action. Action. He wants the hand-to-hand combat. He's a one-trick pony. And when Jenna goes down this path of solidifying or of tying her ship to Aaron, it's going to be where everyone else who tied their ship to Aaron. All roads lead to doing content with Vera on OnlyFans.
He was hard on you, but he wanted you to, you know. So it's like, what was that? 'Cause you're getting your dad, but you're also getting this like perfectionist, you know, person who wants you to be great. And for all the fans wondering, you're great in the film. You're the heart of the movie because you know Eric Reed. His whole purpose is his family.
And shout out to Inventor. I don't know if you guys know, Inventor does have his own channel. He actually is making bank off YouTube using AI. And he is of the opinion AI will be in the next 5 years, whether you like it or not. Legend of the White Dragon definitely is not the future how movies will be made. I actually agree with both statements. But what's going to happen with AI is most people are going to start announcing that their movies were made without AI. But all it takes is one movie or one actor to sign away their name, image, and likeness to some AI company, and that movie turns a profit, then yeah, it will be GG's for everybody.
Family, and if you didn't care about the family, you wouldn't care about his purpose. So, and you nail it. You're so good in the movie.
Yeah, for less than 3 minutes, like that's the things that people like. I just wish people were just honest. Like, yeah, you know, I do have a small role in Legend of the White Dragon. I'm very appreciative of the opportunity. I hope everyone gets to see it. But he has to glaze her because he needs her support, right? When you talk about all these delays and you like, hey, we're not going to announce it till May. And then next thing you know, you're announcing a release date and people go to the website and it's not on the website. It seems rushed. It seems forced. And maybe it was just a deal for the sake of having a deal.
You're getting your dad, but you're also getting this like perfectionist, you know, person who wants you to be great. And for all the fans wondering, you're great in the film. You're the heart of the movie because you know Eric Reed. His whole purpose is his family, and if you didn't care about the family, you wouldn't care about his purpose. So, and you nail it. You're so good in the movie.
Thank you, man.
Ain't she just like a pawn where Ash Segura's like, do what I say or I'm gonna kill your family? Ain't that what it is, Aaron? Or is that the heart, or just like a carrot to motivate Eric Reed to kill Ash Dagor, which he never really accomplishes, but he does get to kill Aaron Schonke's character Jai. Like in the end, is like goofy as shit. Where I'm told that they have a fight and the earth opens up and Jai's about to die and Eric Reed saves his life all dramatically. And then Eric Reed and Jai pulls out a gun out of thin air and he's about to shoot Eric Reed. And then he overdoses on like red heroin or something. Like it's wild. That's what I'm being told.
And so are you, man. I feel like it's really hard to get a movie that every actor really like. You can't tell they're acting, and that's the key in acting is to not act. And so I am just so like, wow, just everyone. But to answer your question, I feel like it goes back for
No
me. Like,
spoilers.
so
Bro, I didn't spoil this movie a million times over. That Aaron, why do you keep propping up her debt? Oh God. Someone said they keep weakening at Bernie's JDF's corpse or whatever. Like maybe after Legend of the White Dragon comes out, he could stop talking about how good of a friends they were.
my dad always made sure that I would get a job, the moment I turned 15. And so it wasn't even like a 16 or like that. Like the moment I turned 15 and I go get a job. So my first job ever, it makes me like emotional, like thinking back to all this because it's just been, wow, it's just so wild. But, my first job ever was a dishwasher and I would bust tables and my dad was so proud of me, bro. Like he came in there filming and like, I still have that video and I think he sent it to Francis and Francis had just showed me that like not too long ago or something. So I feel like that, especially like you're gonna earn this. Like, look, I'm gonna give you an amazing life and I'm gonna take care of you, but you're gonna earn this. And I almost feel like he set me up to like obviously one day to be able to like take care of myself and to be to just be a strong woman, and
that's a father's role. A father's role is to make sure his children is going to be okay, to set them up for success. And maybe Jason should have said, you use Aaron as a stepping stone, but don't marry this guy as he's going to be some savior for your career. If anything, hey, let's get with an agent. Let's get you on some auditions. Not let's get you, waiting on the next to be X23 in the next YouTube video. That's not going to cut it. Hey, let's get you in acting school. Let's get you doing theater roles. Let's get you in the industry with a little bit more formal training than I had. Not let's work with Aaron Schonek, who has a sketchy track record of pissing people off. Shout out to Blake out here. I see you, Doug. I see you with the $5 super chat who says, poor Jenna, how many times is Aaron going to use this young woman to talk about her dead father? He claims to care about mental health. Enough is enough. He's gonna do it, right? Until it's no longer beneficial. All right, until it's no longer beneficial. The ultimate goal is to get her to do spicy content with Vera. There, I said it. Now, people can deny it, but when it ultimately happens, hopefully it don't. I pray to God I'm wrong. I don't want my daughter doing any spicy content. I don't want Jenna doing spicy content. But you got to make money somehow. And going to conventions is great. It is. It could be lucrative, but he's going to milk her dry.
And so, yeah, so I feel like with the film, it was so many emotions. And, I can't wait to talk about my role after, because it's so deep.
Yeah, man, we really can't wait for those 3 minutes.
For me. And so I feel like it was just such a beautiful, deep, real, and raw moment, with the film for me, especially because my role is so serious, that I feel like me and my dad are so unserious, you know what I'm saying? But we're also serious at the same time. We're just goofy, And so I feel like, and it's funny because even like looking back, I have so many like videos of whenever we were there and there was like so many different sets and we went off and filmed in different sets and we kept laughing and I was like, come on, just keep going. But it was really like, once it was like, I remember the energy of how it felt, what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, just, I just felt so real and so raw and so.
And I think like the comment section is an accurate representation of the pulse of the community. There are times where I've been wrong about things and people corrected me. But, at the same time, people, the Aaron Shonkes of the world don't take no correction,
Moving, and such a spiritual experience for me as well. And yeah, I can't wait to talk about my role more once it comes out, so yeah.
Well, you did great. I mean, I just showed some of the film.
I can't believe y'all want me to continue watching this, man. Y'all are wow. This is torture.
Recently, and they watched, and they didn't know that you were the father and daughter, and they're like, man, she's really, really good. Like, she's so good. Like, who is this? Who is this actress?
No way.
And I was like, oh, that's actually Jason's daughter. And they were like,
no way. No way. Bro glazing her, dog. It is a little bit painful for me, but I can't speed it up to the point I want. Actually, I'm about to try to upload it to my channel so we can get it a little faster.
They were like, what? They were like, this is like, they were like blown away, They're like, oh my God. They're like, that's so like profound, especially in the context of the movie. And, I just can't wait for people to see it because you're really, really good.
I know. And then we'll really be able to talk about it. It's like people are going to have a million questions and I'm ready to answer them all, bro. Yeah. Like, honestly, but it's just so like, I am just so forever so blessed and so grateful to be a part of this film, really.
And he was, not to make him more proud, but he because me and your dad talked a lot, and he would different things, and he was like I said, he would always be like, I gotta make her, like he would tell me, he's like, I'm gonna tell her that she didn't get the role because that's gonna light a fire under her and that's gonna make her want to do it. And I was like, hey man, whatever you want to tell your daughter is fine, and because he liked to test. He liked to test people.
Bro. And also I feel like just being in karate at 4 years old, like his whole personality was just like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'd be like that with my daughter. I'd be like, learn your patterns, get them kicks up, Head height. Head height. All right. Left foot forward. She'd be like, reverse punch. The backhand is the reverse. Look, I'll be on her, dog. I'll be on her. And when I say get them kicks up, she be like kicking to the goddamn ceiling, man. It's so cute to watch.
So it's just, so that's just kind of how I grew like up. And it's funny because now that I'm about to be 22 this year, and 22 is always me and my dad's number, like 222. That was always like, we would always see it. That was just our thing. So I think it's really, really cool that I'll be turning 22. And then there's a lot of synchronicities for me, but yeah, so he just always like just pushed me to become that. But as I'm getting older, I'm learning to tap into my feminine energy, so it's pretty cool. I feel like because I was just so like, let's fight, like let's go shoot some gun. You know what I'm saying? So now,
hey, I mean, at least he got her shooting some guns. I can't wait to take my daughter to the gun range. I literally saw a video of like an uncle get his life snuffed out because he was trying to teach his nephew how to shoot. And he's telling him how to shoot with a loaded gun. And he just was like, this is what you do. And the son was like, pow, just going.
I've kind of just like, totally like grounded, more like now that I'm growing into like a woman, into like a grown woman now. So it's really awesome though. But I love that he,
it's like, I want Jenna to succeed. I just don't see it through Aaron. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Hopefully I'm wrong, right? Time will tell, man. Time reveals all. I'll still be here talking shit.
Really taught me how to defend myself in all ways, emotionally, mentally, physically, so I'm very grateful for that.
Well, yeah, I was saying that he liked to test and he liked to push. And I think I told you the story once. He called me. This was like 12 at night. We were supposed to be shooting the next morning. I think I told you this. He called me. This is what you hadn't come out the set yet. We were still like about a week away from shooting you.
Yeah.
And he called me and he said you were in the hospital. And he was like, I took the red eye back. I flew back to Houston. Did I ever tell you the story? And I was like, and we were supposed to be on set the next day. We've already paid, sets already set up. And he called me and he was like, I'm in Texas. I had to fly back. Jen's in the hospital. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, is everything okay? He's like, yeah, no, she's fine.
Yeah, dog. This being a father, I remember I was at like Deadpool. I was three-fourths into the movie, and my ex was like, hey, I got to take our daughter to the emergency. I was like, right now? No, I didn't say right. I was thinking right now. I just was like, all right, on my way. And I just got there, and I missed the end of Deadpool versus Wolverine, but I was there with her at the hospital. She's like, where were you at, Daddy? You got here so fast. I was like, well, yeah, I'm always 20 minutes away from everywhere.
He's like, what are you going to do about set tomorrow? And I was like, I don't know. I go, I'll figure it out. I go, you got to take care of your daughter, And I was like, you got to, obviously you have to do that. And then there's like this long pause, and he was like, I'm not in Texas. Jen is fine. He goes, that's why I love you. And I was like,
oh, he was testing them? Okay.
First of all, you man for freaking me out like that. I was worried that Jenna was not okay, and I was like, and then, but I was like, of course it's family. I was like, what's wrong with you? But the point I'm making though is, but I always, so he would do this, I do this to everyone, and I always get like kind of like mad at him. I was like, don't do that. But so when he would kind of like even test you, like I'm gonna tell Jenna that she didn't get the role, and I was like, yeah, mess her up. But then though, the point I'm getting to is like on that day though that we shot, because you did great, and you'll know this look. Jason, he just walked up to me and he was like, see, I know what I'm doing. And I was like, no. He's like, I know how to push people. And I was like, to make them great. And I was like, oh my gosh, Jason. I was like, you're right.
Yes, but like, no, seriously. And I think our part of that is like being an instructor, in karate too. Just like, but totally just a jokester, a prankster. I mean, his favorite show was Impractical Jokers. Like, oh my gosh, I just remember so many nights like as a kid, because like funny fact, but like I was so like attached to my parents that like I actually had like a twin bed in their room on the floor until I was like 12, 13. And so like I just remember every night, bro, just Impractical.
Yo, my daughter is 5. I be trying to get, or 6. I be trying to like, hey, look, sleep in your bed tonight. And what she does like this little ninja sneak into my room, right? Like, she walks past my bed, gets in on the other side, and just lays there. The next thing I wake up, she's like, hello.
The Jokers. So that's just like, that was, and then all the time, like the little magic shops, like
Oh, we
always the
love that.
fart bombs, like, so, I can't wait till I have kids one day because I definitely got to keep that going.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Hey, it's good she want to have kids, man.
You got to keep that humor. He was, as the people know,
Yes.
he's a lot of fun on set. Jason your dad was a
Yeah,
ton of fun on set. The
bro.
movie's heavy, but people don't realize, we put together like a little montage to kind of show how much, because the movie's heavy. It's very heavy, very serious in its messaging. But I also put together a little montage that's just going to show like how much fun that we all had on set.
Oh, hey, where's that new trailer at? Where's the new trailer? Hey, where's the documentary? Where's the new merchandise? Where's all that at? Y'all should ask about that because they just like the merchandise. Aaron can sell merchandise, right? Jenna can sell merchandise. And why every time I pause on her, she look high as shit, dog? Like, what the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, no, I know. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Is she like trying hard to keep them eyes open or what, dog? Like what?
well,
What?
I think I have some videos too. Like, there's so much. Oh my gosh, especially with Chris, bro.
Oh my God, yeah, like some of that
He
stuff's
was
crazy.
always messing with Chris, bro.
Yeah, he
Like he
loves
just,
Chris.
yes.
Well, yeah, dog. I would love Chris too. He gave me a goddamn $1 million, dog. Yeah, he gonna be a best man at my wedding, dog. They're like, Henry, you said you wasn't gonna get married no more. Yeah, but I wanted the reason to include Chris J in my life more.
It's like he's his favorite man. Like, but it's just, man, I'm so like, so gratitude and so, I can't wait for people to see this because there's so much of him in here.
Trust me, there's no one who wants people to see it more than me.
And I can't wait to talk about it after it comes out too because there's just so much to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have another question. Let me get on this because
Yeah, guys, if you just got here, they're asking scripted questions to each one another, and they're not taking any questions or engaging with chat at any point at all.
because let me think this real quick. Okay, so second question is, what themes or messages do you hope audience? Okay, wait. Do you hope the audience walks away with after watching the film? It's like what messages? Yeah. Do you want the audience to walk away with after watching this film?
A big thing for me, and it's not to, it's hard not to, no spoilers, but it's that we're all the same. We're all going through different things, but that are kind of the same thing. And to not get lost in your hate or negativity, because a lot of people they channel their hate because they can't solve something, in themselves, and then they
I'm guessing the website's still not updated. All right, cool.
hate themselves, and it's not about that. Like hate.
Oh yeah. Here's this thing about hate, right? And Aaron considers any type of criticism negative, is hateful, and he's blocked most people. Most of the Kickstarter people got blocked. So you have that element right there. Most of the people on Facebook have gotten blocked. That's why you see his literally purified chat. And the only way you can find like some real criticism of Aaron is if you go to other people's platforms where the chat is not monitored or, catering to Aaron's fragile ego.
Their hate because they can't solve something, in themselves, and then they hate themselves, and it's not about that. Like hate is a very destructive emotion, and it's all about working together, and I think seeing the good in people and realizing that it's like my favorite actually part of the movie, and there's a specific part of the movie that does that, but it's just also that superheroes. And in the movie, superheroes are these grandiose things, and I love that. I love Superman, I love Batman, I love looking up to them. But it's like, I think to be a superhero would be so stressful, and I think it's like so much weight of all these things. And I think a lot of people are always trying to be superheroes in their own life. They're trying to take care of family, trying to take care of your parents, trying to take all this sort of stuff, and it weighs on you. And it's okay to be like not vulnerable all the time, and just be kind of like, hey. So I hope that, and that was a big proponent of what your dad wanted too. He loved, that was kind of the big thing, is because like Power Rangers, and you kind of said this earlier, is that Power Rangers wanted them to be a certain way. And that's fine if it's a kid show and there's a certain
Yeah.
structure what it is, and there's nothing wrong
But
with
it's
that.
like it's that mask, you know, it's that it's
Yeah, it is that mask that a lot of people wearing that, Aaron's wearing, talking about how good the movie's going to be. A lot of people wearing masks, but we got to get through this. I'm going to speed it up a hair just for the sake of time.
to have that mask and this is just ripping that mask off and as being as real as possible, as deep as possible. And that's what as humans, we strive for, regardless if we say it or not. You know, we want real, we want authentic, we want deep. And I totally agree. And that's why I think for the superhero movies, this is going to create a whole new wave. I mean, for Hollywood in general, because so many things are so surface level.
Hey, there we are. What's going on, everyone?
All right, we got a better version of it. 2213 is where we're at. Let's get to it where we don't have to forward it too fast. With my player playback speed, we could do 1.25. That way we get out of here at a reasonable time. So let's let them continue.
Superhero movies, this is going to create a whole new wave. I mean, for Hollywood in general, because so many things are so surface level when everything is deep, you know?
Right.
So I really agree with that. I love that.
No, I agree. All right. So my next question is what do you think this film will do for your dad's already giant legacy?
I think it's going to hurt it tremendously. Not necessarily in a super duper negative way, but I think it's going to be a letdown to fans. It's going to be a footnote. When people see it and they see how much Aaron is in the movie and how less Jason David Frank is in the movie, they may look more so to Aaron. Unfortunately, this is Jason David Frank's last movie, but all of the headlines and publicity has literally just been about Aaron's debaucherous, shady actions, and people are going to walk away from this film saying that Jason David Frank deserved better. But let's hear what Aaron or whoever is going to say.
Make it even way bigger, you know? No, but honestly, like, this is going to show people like his acting capabilities that wasn't able to be highlighted or to be shown in that light with the previous projects, you know, that he's attended and he's been a part of. So this is really going to show just how deep he was and how raw and how real and how much he put into Eric Reed. Eric Reed is him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just so like, that's what I have so much hope and faith. And it's crazy because I have this on my door. My hair is all long, it's all stuck, but I have this on my door and I grab it every morning and I just send it like love and just like gratitude. And it's just like a gesture that I do like in the mornings. And so like, you know, I'm so proud of him because he always wanted this since I was a kid. You know, he really wanted to retire from Power Rangers and create his new own IP, you know, up there with Superman.
I actually agree with that. He did want to retire from Power Rangers and create his own IP. Everyone should strive to create their own something, their own platform, and, you know, not steal other people's IP. But, you know, that's the only thing Aaron knows how to do. I wonder, did he thank Johnny Young Bosch for this, for like, you know, being the original person to get this off the ground?
And Spider-Man, and you know, in which I really have a lot of strong faith that he did that, you know, and I know that. So, and but yeah, that's so yeah, I really hope that people are able to see his talent in this.
Yeah, I agree, and I think they will. I mean, he's a great job. I think they'll see a side of him that they always knew was there, but they never got to see before, and it's something, you know, that's why he wanted to step away from Power Rangers and do something original. You know, he wanted to show his tattoos. He wanted to show the great thing about, you know, and I say that.
Oh no, I was just saying yes, exactly.
Yeah. Your dad, you know, he always felt, you know, like he wore a mask and he couldn't show himself, and he wanted to, and you know, he really tried to live his truth through his art. And when we were creating this movie, you know, so much of this movie, and you know, this is him. And I think the people that really know your dad.
Like, I cannot wait, yo. I really want people to see it so they can see how so much of this movie is just Aaron and not Jason. And it's Aaron has the character arc. And Aaron is the one who's actually depressed. And Aaron is the one who actually wants to take his life. And Aaron has his John Wick moment. And Aaron is on his revenge arc. And Aaron has the 2 sexually suggestive scenes. And Aaron cured cancer. And Aaron is paying to rebuild the city. And Aaron is starring it and directing and editing and doing this, that, and the third and doing choreography. It's Aaron's vanity piece that he's trying to sell as Jason David Frank's last film. And it won't get confirmed until you actually see it.
I will watch the movie and go, whoa, that movie was.
Yeah,
like,
it's
was
almost
awesome.
like scary, bro. Like it's almost like, oh my gosh. But I feel like, especially as an artist, I feel like, especially since I was young, like I couldn't really express myself only through music, you know. And it's kind of like, hey, I will be fine, but then through my music, I'm like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't add up. But sometimes, like I'm realizing, especially artists, I think we have such a hard time expressing that only through our art. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I feel like a lot of people will kind of understand my dad's headspace, like of, you know, just where he was at mentally with this movie too, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so real and so raw, and you can just see so much of him, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, in this.
Oh, so much of
So
it.
that, you know, I just can't wait for people to be able to see that, because mental health is very, very serious. And, you know, I think that it's highlighted a lot in this movie too, which is really, really awesome.
Yeah, that's what you want. I always say that both characters in the movie are based off kind of your dad's duality.
Both characters. Aaron's character that was not a part of the original Johnny Young Bosch cut. That didn't have a speaking role. But Aaron had to find some way to insert himself into the movie. And maybe, you know, Johnny Young Bosch will talk more about that in the future, about how Aaron just inserted himself in the movie and how that character of Jai was not as big as it was supposed to be. And that's why I guess Johnny Young Bosch is not a part of it, right? Like, you know, it's things like that just kind of like just slide under the radar.
And the struggle.
Like, remember, the original Legend of the White Dragon was written by Johnny Young Bosch, not Aaron Schonek.
Between Eric and Jai is really just symbolic of what was going on in your dad.
Yeah.
So I think
what we all go through too, like we all have that, like it's the yin yang, you know?
Yeah.
So that's just what's so beautiful too, is like, it really is a.
Yeah, I'm with you, guy. I'm with you, Infantor. This movie is not going to overtake Aaron Schonek or whatever. This is not going to overtake Jason David Frank being a Power Ranger. It's literally going to be a footnote.
Spiritual awakening movie. I've been watching all the spiritual awakenings, like the Truman Show and stuff. And this on there, watch Legend of the White Dragon, bro. It really is, because it's like so
Yeah, I don't think Jenna knows movies. I just don't.
deep. You have to go back and watch it 10 million times to finally understand. Like, you know, because there's so many like little Easter eggs every time. So, but yeah. So
yeah, he's just like, yeah, you're saying all the buzzwords, Jenna. Good job, girl. Keep it up.
No, I agree. And the yin and the yang is a great example, because like when we put out the first poster by Boss Logic, it was, you know, it was split down the center. It was like on one side, you know, White Dragon, that side Dragon Prime. And then the image that the poster that we sell through Sideshow is they're kind of like fighting at each other the way they're jumping. But if you look at that though, the way that they're kind of positioned.
That's why you be like, yo, Aaron, is it true in the Johnny Young Bosch script, Jai didn't have a big of a role? Just be like that. Just be like that. Think I'm breaking. Think I'm cracking.
It's kind of the yin and the yang symbol, which was on purpose.
it's true.
You know, and it's to show that, and it's always about how, and also kind of amazing about like what you say, because your dad told me the same thing. He's like, I want to have a character that can stand next to Spider-Man and Star Wars and Superman. And when we got that print, which was sadly finished or put online after he passed, but because, you know, Sideshow is the distributor for Marvel, for DC, for Star Wars, and when it was on their front page, you know, and it was a White Dragon up there, next to it was, and I took a screen capture of this, you know, and next to it was Spider-Man, and then like Darth Vader, and I was like, there it is, like, we did it, you know.
We did it. No,
So
for
it's
real,
like,
dude. And I just know, like, oh my gosh, it's just the love is going to be so like just so surreal, you know, which I am just so blessed that everyone's so excited about this, and that everyone's been patient by our sides, and everyone's been like loving, you know. I'm just so everyone's just so excited to see my dad's last film, unfortunately. But
she said everyone been so patient. No way.
And I just know, like, oh my gosh, it's just the love is going to be so like just so surreal, you know, which I am just so blessed that everyone's so excited about this, and that everyone's been patient by our sides. And
Ninja, what? Yo, she don't know Aaron didn't block like half the goddamn Kickstarter people. She don't know this, man. She like either she do, and this is her doing her greatest act ever, better than what she do in the movie, or she completely oblivious. Two things can be true. Like this is acting. Like people have been patient, right? She's on moon rocks. Oh God, let's hope not.
Everyone's been like loving, I'm just so like everyone's just so excited to see my dad's last, film, unfortunately. But I'm very, very excited to see like just people's response to it. And, the cool thing is that film lasts forever. So,
And that's why it's taking so long. So we got to make sure it was perfect.
Yes.
Like, yeah, 'cause this is it.
No. It's taking so long because your acting is horrible. It's taking so long because you had to put people in the movie that wasn't previously in it. It's taking so long because you didn't want to put it out and ruin what little reputation you had left or, favor with the fandom. It's taking so long because you're just an insecure man about this project. I'm really shocked you got distribution, if anything, but this is wild, dog.
Once it goes out in the world, that's it.
So I'm saying one chance and that's it.
Yeah.
And y'all definitely nailed it.
It was a team effort. We all did really good, and it was an uphill battle. Everyone's effort was definitely needed to make this film what it was.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely 100%. I definitely agree. And, I'm just so grateful for like the whole cast, the whole team, for you and your dad, for Chris, because this would have not been possible, especially just how much y'all have put in, after,
Yo, the best films speak for themselves.
That's a truthful statement.
Facts. Like I was talking to somebody about the best films. When you have a good film, you want it to be at every festival, right? You're not like, oh, we're not going to do festivals when it costs like $300. You're not going to do a review embargo. When Get Out was about to come out, before people knew about Get Out way before then, because there was no review embargo. They say this is a great movie that everyone's going to love. And when it came out, it did numbers. So when you got to give all these disclaimers and all this, all these fake ass live streams, all this is just like, bro, what are you doing, man? It's too much. And then when it comes out, you're like, oh, well, we were really going for a 90s feel and Jason wanted it this way. I'm telling you, any criticism that people have of Legend of the White Dragon is going to be met with, that's how Jason wanted it. We wanted to honor Jason's wishes.
Everything that's happened, and I'm just very, very appreciative, and I know he is too. So.
Well, I love you guys, and we have to make sure that it's great, So.
And it is. It definitely is, man. It's totally like, I honestly couldn't
Everything about this screams rush deal. Everything.
even imagine like it being any better. It's the best that I could have ever imagined it to be, bro, for real.
Well, you and your mom loving it, that was a big thing. When you guys watched it, and that's very important. So, we're happy with everything, and now that we have a path forward, and we had to make sure we got all the things that we wanted, and that your dad wanted, and it's tricky. There's a lot of stuff. So
Spades is getting awards. Legend of the White Dragon will get Razzies. Facts.
Yes.
August 28th. We're very excited, and
August
there'll be so much more details. Like I know a lot of people have questions.
All right, what's this to say? We don't want them to fail. There's just no goodwill anymore. None updates, being fake, trying to change the narrative. They're going to be so disappointed with the response. Yeah. Like, I think this is him about to say no questions.
And we have a lot more details. It's tricky. There's a lot of stuff. So we're August 28th. We're very excited. And there'll be so much more details. Like I know a lot of people have questions, and we have a lot more details coming out. There's a lot of moving parts. And we will release, obviously, me.
Yo, people are idiots for thinking he can't answer like simple questions about like the Blu-rays, simple questions about the perks. That's not a distributor thing. Y'all made a deal with Aaron regarding the perks. You didn't make a deal with Well Go USA. You made a deal with Aaron regarding getting your Blu-rays. You made a deal with Aaron about getting your script. You made a deal with Aaron about getting you invited to premieres, not Well Go USA. So if he puts this on Well Go USA, it's just more so a cop-out. This is a faceless person who has no stake in the game. They could care less if you guys get your perks or not. They're not beholden to you whatsoever. Shout out to Blake. Appreciate you for the $5 super chat. Says it's taken so long because Aaron cut Kevin Porter from the film and spent all the money on reshoots, not because of JDS passing, because of Aaron's ego.
That's a truthful statement.
Yeah, guys, Kevin Porter is only in here for one scene, one fighting scene with Jason, and that's it. He out. He gone. Got left on the cutting room floor. And I bet you, I'm sure as hell betting Kevin filmed way more scenes than just that one scene. But, you know, I can't wait till people start asking those questions. And the movie comes out and like, hey, why was Kevin not there? He'll be like, oh, he didn't want to do reshoots. It'll be something goofy like that. It'll make it Kevin's fault.
Me and Jenna know a little more, but there's certain stuff that we have to figure it out. And it's a big thing, guys. This is a big feature film release, and we're in a whole different league now, and we have to respect.
Different ballgame, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
especially working with theater, like it's a whole different
thing.
So there's so much that goes into it,
Yeah, so we just basically kind of like, when we know, we'll let you guys know, and when we're allowed to let you know. But there's a lot more details coming out, and we just appreciate everyone's patience and excitement. And let's just make this the biggest film ever, so people can see how much of a legend.
How can it be the biggest film ever if it's probably going to be showed on 5 or less theaters in the United States?
Your dad is.
Yes, guys, and just tell all your friends, and just tell everyone.
Tell them what? Tell them what? Where can we buy tickets? When will tickets go on sale? Oh, it's coming out, guys. When? Oh, it's coming out that day. What? Where at? Well, we don't know yet. No, it's not that you don't know. It's that you don't want to announce it yet. You don't want to announce that it's only going to be in 2 or 3 theaters. That's what it is. You don't want to announce that, because the moment you announce that, people are going to be like, wait, what do you mean 2 or 3 theaters? Is it going to be in more? Well, we'll see how it does in these 2 or 3 theaters that weekend. If the demand is there for more, which it probably won't be. And for all you Kickstarters who are foolish enough to give us money for a DVD, a digital copy, a piece of the script, the soundtrack that was used from 20 years ago off of Batman Beyond Year One that they trying to repackage as Jason wanted it, you're not getting that shit first. You're getting it last. If you want to get it first, book a plane ticket to wherever they're going to have these screenings at or whatever. And that's how you're going to get it. And if you don't like that, oh, well, too bad, so sad, as my daughter would say. You're going to be waiting.
Tell all just everyone. Yes. Just everyone. Because everyone needs to see this movie. It's such a beautiful, beautiful story and a beautiful masterpiece. And it's a very reflective movie that I feel like people will be able to reflect on their own lives too after seeing this, which is awesome.
No way people are going to reflect. I've never had a revenge quest that I thought about like offing myself mid revenge quest. Like, oh, I want to get revenge on this guy. Oh, but I also want to off myself. That, like, who's going to relate to that? Who's going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember I wanted revenge on this guy one time and then I wanted to off myself. And I said, why don't I just go kill him instead of offing myself? And then in the end, when I took the red, super stuff in my veins, I end up overdosing. Yeah, guys, so relatable, so relatable. Yeah, did you lose a loved one? And when a building collapsed on top of them, like maybe if you had a loved one in like 9/11, you might relate to it. But other than that, I'm just not seeing the relatable. Did you want to get a revenge thing and then you got like superpowers to go on your revenge quest to hurt someone who had no responsibility in your loved one dying? And then mid request, you wanted to like off yourself. Like, all right, well, then did you cure cancer? Well, if you cure cancer, then you definitely going to relate to Jai's character. Did your city get destroyed? And it got so destroyed that you wanted to reach in your pocket and pull out $20 million to rebuild the city, because I'm sure that's going to put a dent in rebuilding the city. $20 million. Give me a break.
My dream. I love when people come up to me and say that the art that we made affected and changed them.
Their life. Exactly, bro.
I had someone come up to me, and this is like 2 years ago, and I have this on film, and I never published it or put it out there because I was like, well, that might be too much. But this guy came up and he spoke, and I was on the panel, and he was like, "You're filmed." I was in the hospital, and I was really like, not doing well and struggling, and I found beat down, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I got all emotional on stage, and I was like, "Oh, that's like amazing!" Like that's.
I think I was there, bro.
Yeah,
wasn't that in San Diego?
Yeah, that was San Diego.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was there. I remember I was all like crying too. That was it's very, very emotional. It's just such a blessing that we're able to touch people's lives and just to give to give love and to be love and to be light and to just show people like it's anything can be done. You just got to believe in yourself. And, you know, so it's just so awesome, man. Like such a blessing to be alive and to be able to influence people and to
My daddy's so awesome. He's so awesome.
give love to people and to, you know, make them feel seen and heard, because we
make love, not war.
all need that as humans, you know.
Oh yeah, no. Positivity is uplifting. Negativity is destructive. It fundamentally affects your health, and you got to be positive and hand it out. And you know, it's wonderful to be a part of that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just so, oh man. Okay, I have one more question.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Let's see. Okay, wait. Do you want me to go, or is it my turn?
Yeah, I think it's your turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes being negative will cause you to fake cancer.
Today I was diagnosed with cancer.
I forgot my other question. I have to look it up.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I have to look it up. I have to look it up.
Well, see, I came prepared, so I got to write it down.
Okay.
Okay, so if you could describe the film in 3 words, what would they be?
3 words.
If you could describe it in 3 words, what would it be?
Originally, I wanted to do 250,000, but Aaron wanted more. Greed.
Okay, greed. There we go.
Words.
3 words.
Well, okay. I think I can describe the film in 3 words, kind of the way I could describe your dad, because they're kind of one of the same. I mean, kind of already said one of them, and that's raw. It's raw.
Yeah.
It's raw. I would say it's also kind of, I want to say nostalgic. Like it's the joy of like nostalgia, going back to like, you know, it's like this.
Dated. Outdated. Poorly written. Poorly executed. Lacks heart. I think there is one great scene in it from what I'm told. And the best scene in it is when Eric Reed talks about not being there for his daughter. And the reason what makes it a great scene, because for that moment, for that scene, for that split second, Jason was not acting. He was telling the truth about being on the road every weekend to provide for said daughter. And that caused him inevitably not to be there for certain events in his daughter's life. That is probably the best moment in the film. And when you guys see it, or when I see it, we can all hold hands and be like, yeah, it was a good scene.
This, you know, and then of course, legendary.
Legendary, yes, I love that, bro. Okay, yeah, see, like those are literally all the 3 of the best that, yes. Oh,
Yes. Fluff it up some more.
oh man, I'm so grateful, dude, and I'm so like, gosh, I really wish I didn't have my wisdom teeth surgery tomorrow, because like this is all I keep thinking about. And
What would you do tomorrow if you wasn't getting your wisdom teeth pulled? Like, bro, what would you be doing, dog? I got my wisdom teeth pulled, and I think I was just playing like Destiny. Or what's the game with Handsome Jack?
I want to be out for like 6, but no, I'm so ready, and I'm just so excited, and I can't wait for everything. I'm so excited.
That's good. Well, I think that you kind of already answered my other question, and that was like, how do you want the fans to come away with? You know, what they're going to come away with, and how it's going to affect them. You know, because because that was the big thing, is that your dad was so connected with his fans. You know, he's so connected,
Yes.
and this is very much a love. You know, the film's very much a love letter to you and your mom and the fans. So like when let's say you're signing at a convention and the fans come up and they say, "I saw White Dragon." What do you hope? What do you hope like the first thing they say is about the movie, or how it affected them? You know.
You know, of course, I want everyone to just see how talented my dad is, just period, like above me and everything, and to just see how versatile he is as an actor, and his range of emotions is a very beautiful, special skill set to have, but it also, you have to go through a lot in order to be a good actor, in order to be like, you know, so just kind of like he really put like all of his whole self in there, you know, even his traumas, I mean everything, he put it all into this film. So I want everyone in the world to see it at least one time. That would be my wish. But I want people
I want everyone in the world to see it at least one time too, man. I do. What, Pirate Bill? What? What am I doing? Type it in the chat, Pirate Bill. Type it in the chat.
to just just love it and just feel moved by it, feel inspired, feel like, because there's those certain movies whenever you get out the theater, you're like, oh man, like I'm pumped. Like I want that feeling, and I just want it to inspire people to be the best version of themselves and to always lead with light and love, and to understand the duality within oneself, and how there is no dark without light, and how there is no night without
What fortune cookie she getting this shit out of, dog? What fortune? Where is this, like the Panda Express joint, dog? When you open the cookie, God.
Of themselves, and to always lead with light and love, and to understand the duality within oneself, and how there is no.
Yeah, I'm watching it again because the chat voted for me to watch it twice, and me being the slave to the chat, I just did it.
Dark without light, and how there is no night without day. So, but yeah, so that's what I would say. It's kind of a lot.
There is no breathing without air. There's no joy without pain. Shit like that. Oh God.
No, it's good. I mean, there's no wrong answer, and I think that's a great answer. And I think that's what the film is. It's this sort of throw away your negativity, find that positivity.
Yes, and it's like to not judge. I feel like we live in such a judgmental world. Like, it's just like.
Oh, now the chat votes no. Earlier, the chat was all gang ho, like, yeah, watch it again, dog.
To not judge yourself, to not judge others, and to like just.
Look, everyone judges everybody. Like, this don't judge, that's bullcrap. People judge you within the first 7 seconds. Literally. First 7 women judge men in the first 7 seconds on if they gonna sleep with them or not. 7 seconds, dog. All it takes. After those 7 seconds, she know if you bangable or not. What? Everyone judges everybody. When you say don't judge, that's like watch this dog shit movie and give it good reviews even though you know it's trash. And give it good reviews because it's her father's last film. And it's Aaron Schonke's vanity piece. And he has the John Wick scene in it. Give it good reviews for that.
Just be love. Even you gotta love the darkest parts of yourself. You gotta and I feel like that's what.
I embrace the darkest parts of myself. And then I go cosplay as a black guy when I get off stream.
Also, this movie is too. And it's just like, it's just embracing it all. That's just like embracing it all.
Like, they need to go back and watch this shit and be like, how do you think we did? Oh, we did great. We answered no questions. We completely ignored the chat. We gave out no new information. We just said, yeah, it's coming on the 28th. I think it went splendid. I had my biggest audience ever on Instagram Live. Thanks, Jenna, for coming through for me. Jenna's bro is belittling in the best way. Because her bro comes from a place of love, bro. Come on, bro. Let's Blake, get away from all this hate and negativity. You can't have peace without a little hate. So you gotta move that hate out your heart so you can find peace, brother.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, I think that's all great stuff. So I think I wish we could say more, but we can't say any more. We got to.
I know we can't, guys. Sorry, y'all.
I see some of these questions, and we can't. But all those questions will be answered in time.
No, they won't. Just be like, yo, I can't wait. I cannot wait to fans react to it only being in like a handful of theaters. I give her some grace. Pirate Bell, Sweetie, Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. Give her some grace. You think she don't know he been blocking people? You waiting on the script. You know what, Pirate Bell? I got the script. You want me to send it to you? Want me to send you the script? You got to get your perks from me. Grace? Come on, Pirate Bell. Email me about this shit. We could talk about it.
Yes.
It's a process. There's a lot of moving parts.
It's a process. But just know, guys, we are with a great, awesome distribution team.
She don't even know the name of the distribution team. She's like, we're a great, awesome distribution team. Yeah, let's give her some grace. All right, give her some grace.
And we can't. But all those questions will be answered in time. Yes. It's a process. There's a lot of moving parts.
It's a process. But just know, guys, we are with a great, awesome distribution team, and we're gonna get this out there to you guys, and y'all are gonna love it, and y'all just gotta have all the pop.
You caught that? She didn't know the damn name of the distribution team. She like, oh, they putting the movie in theaters. Aaron said it's cool.
Process. There's a lot of moving parts.
There's a process, but just know, guys, we are with a great, awesome distribution team, and we're gonna get this out there to you guys, and y'all are gonna love it, and y'all just gotta have all the popcorn ready,
Bro, AMC is down bad, but not that bad. True.
Yeah.
And just be so ready. Be so ready. But I promise you guys are literally going to be blown away. Like, it's nothing what people think. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
bro, God can't help this, dog. God didn't wash his hands of it. Like, God, like, leave a message. I'm busy. I'm busy right now. Don't call me twice. I'll call you back, right? Like, yeah, I got your message. I'm gonna call you back. Don't call again, please. Please don't.
And it's just I'm so grateful for Chris, especially too, because this film has jumped so many different levels, like it started with the Kickstarter, and then now it's like, bro, it's so high tech. So, and I'm just very grateful to Chris for believing my dad.
We need a Legacy of Fluff interview. Bro, he's going to say whatever Aaron tells him to say, dog. What do you mean? He out here trying to like act like there was like production delays when he knows it wasn't. It's the signs of someone who's disingenuous. At the end of the day, he still is loyal to Aaron, though. So you have to give him some kudos for being loyal to Aaron. Some people got to go down with the ship
and to see the vision and to ride it out the whole way. So
it could not have. I mean, I said at the panel, the movie would not have gotten finished without Chris. Like without a doubt, and that's not the shortchanging Kickstarters, because they came in and they got the first.
Look at this. This is the first time the Kickstarters come up 38 minutes in. Like, I put so much pressure on this guy. He's literally starting to address the Kickstarters, but by address, I mean give you guys absolutely no information whatsoever.
It's like a baton race. They got the first baton going.
Yes,
right?
And it's like, no, like, bro, and that's why anytime I'm at a show and I see like a Kickstarter, like someone who was a part of it, I'm like, let me like take care of you. Let me get you all this cool Legend of the White Dragon stuff. Because
then why is Aaron blocking him, Jenna? Bro, there's no up without down. There's no left without right. Light will always find a way to shine, bro. No, now where did I put my weed pipe?
Do it again, please. Stay off the weed.
No, it literally wouldn't have been possible without you guys. Like, you guys saw this from the very first vision.
Look, y'all better fucking thank me. All you Kickstarter people are getting acknowledged because of the pressure I put on his ass.
Acknowledge me.
Just think about that. He forgot about y'all. Y'all have no voice. The moment you think you have a voice, he's on the phone with Kickstarter to get your comment taken down. Luckily, we get the screen snipes before he gets your stuff clapped. Y'all got no voice. You got no say. Maybe let this be a lesson to all you Kickstarter supporters. Stop supporting Kickstarters. Unless it's me. I don't know. I would never launch a Kickstarter, guys, but
Very first, and you guys believed in this, and this wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So,
well, if it wouldn't have been possible at the Kickstarters, why are they going to be the last people to see it? Well, we got distribution. Hey, when I gave you my money, my hard-earned money, there was no mention of distribution. It was when the movie was finished, we get it. Now you're like, movie finish, no.
Not at all. No,
all the gratitude.
It's super great. It's great, and they stepped up and helped so much, and it's been like, where we're getting all the names and the credits and going over that, and I'm like going over that with like a fine tooth comb, because you can't forget anyone. Like, what did it go across? Like, and it's.
Oh yeah, what he said? There's nothing wrong with a little what, crack in the pipe. Shit, dog.
So many of them. There's so many. I can't tell you. There's like 5,000 or a little under 5,000, and then to cross reference, I do just sit there and be like, that name is spelled right. That name is spelled right. That.
No way he got all y'all names in there. Or maybe he did, right? All 5,000 of y'all. Maybe you feel special at the end, huh?
That's like they have to be perfect, lot, and then and so you want to get to just get them all in there. You can't forget anything. So it just their initial push to get things going is so instrumental. I wish you know, we could all invite him to a special screen or something, but that's out of my hands, and I don't want to speak for anything because I get in trouble.
I know.
What do you mean you can't invite them to a special screening? When don't they supposed to get invited to the premiere? When's the premiere? When can they buy their tickets? Because they got to make hotel and flight accommodations.
But and it's all a huge thing. But
hey, but guys, anytime, you know, you guys see us at like a show, let us know that y'all are, you know, a part of the Kickstarter. We'll always do some cool stuff for you guys, because that's a big.
Hey, I hope someone run up to her and be like, "Yeah, I'm a part of the Kickstarter, and Aaron banned me." And make sure I get that, like, get that on, like, get that content, do that. Like, yeah, hey, yeah, I am a Kickstarter. Aaron banned me. Do that, because they act like it don't happen.
Thing, you know, so
for sure.
All the gratitude, all the love.
But when you guys come from a place of hate and you're not seeking to believe all the bullshit I say, then I know that negativity, you've fallen victim of silly online conspiracy theories. And I have to block you. Wait, you gave me $1,000? Oh, great. Thanks for letting me know. Block.
It seriously wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So thank
we
you.
should,
guys.
I'd love to do like a watch party with them, where like we could hop on and watch.
Oh,
like,
yeah, you know, bro. Yes, we could do that. And there's actually like this app.
Yeah, that shit ain't happening, dog. It's not happening.
I'll get with you later on it, but it's like unlimited amount of people and you can stream. And so yeah,
something
we
like
do
I don't know. And like I said, I don't want to speak for anything, because like there's a plan for how this all gets rolled out. It's just really just, and they're doing things the right way, and they know how to do it. Like at the end of the day, they're like, Aaron said, like, I'm, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like all the fans were excited, and I just love, you know, like I've always said, like there's two things I wanted to see when the movie came out, and one of them I won't get to see now, but one was I wanted to see your dad's face, you know, him see, because he always wanted his own property, his own IP, and for everyone to just love it, and then you know us. You know, he's like, I want to make a sequel. And I was like, well, we can, because it's ours. And to see that just acknowledgement within him, you know, that'll be like, I mean, the premiere, it's going to be so emotional. I mean, we're going to be bawling. But then also at the same time, on the reverse of that, going from his face to the fans' face to see how excited they are about all of this, and to be like, look at this, we all did it.
I know. And all like the little Easter eggs, like there's just so many beautiful little moments throughout the film too that I feel like people will really appreciate, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. So more info to come, guys. Make sure to listen to the official releases. Those are the things that must be adhered to, because they know, you know, and it's all being handled in the proper channels. So we're very grateful to our distribution team and Wellgo. They're incredible. They have everyone's best intentions, and it's going to be handled correctly and properly,
and the best, most possible way. Like that's what.
Look, I don't care about these buzzwords. I need dates. When is Pyra Bell getting her goddamn copy of the script? When she's getting her soundtrack? I don't need, hey, everything's going to be handled in the right way. No. I need dates. I need deliverables. What about the deliverables to the Kickstarter people? When are they getting their deliverables? Well, they don't matter. Oh, okay. All right. Well, just say that then. Just say that.
Is so, you know, I feel like has been so important since the beginning of this journey, is just making sure it ends in the, you know, correct hands, and, you know, so all of that. And I'm so grateful that Wellgo is distributing this, like, especially looking into them more and doing a lot. Like it's an awesome fit.
It's a great fit. It's perfect.
That's
yeah.
great.
So like,
she said Wellgo right there. So she figured out, oh, it's Wellgo.
It's all working out.
Yes. And the perfect timing.
Yeah,
yes.
But I don't want to keep you anymore. I know you said you got to get ready, and you got to.
I know I got to steep some teas, and yes, I got to be prepared for my wisdom tea tomorrow.
Oh boy.
No, I got to get all 4 out. So I will be off of social media for the next couple of days, but I will be back on, and just can't wait to let you guys know more. And there's a lot more coming, so just stay tuned.
Yes. Well, have a good day. Thanks for hopping on here, and I'm sure I'll talk to you in the next couple of days.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Okay.
All right, guys. Take care. Y'all.
That's pretty much it, guys. There is nothing, but there is something that can be said, right? So during this, whatchamacallit, there was no questions to be answered at the review regarding Legend of the White Dragon. That was just non-existent for you guys. Level 8 and 9 invited to the premiere, so good luck. Good luck getting a date. Good luck getting a location. I just don't see it happening, but thank you, Blake, man. Appreciate you, dog. I just don't see it happening for you guys. And I got one more segment, and then we're gonna get out of here because I gotta be up at like 4 a.m. And then we'll stream tomorrow though. We'll stream tomorrow for sure. But what did you think of this? There were no engagement with the chat. You couldn't whatchamacallit. Where is it at? Jesus, where's the right here? Aaron, how come you explicitly stated at WonderCon panel that you won't take questions about Legend of the White Dragon, even though their release date was announced? And according to Brett, the father said it's only going to be in LA and New York. According to Brett, that's what the father was told. But at the end of the day, Sean Shonky does not look like he knows left from right, up from down. And Aaron he's just following Aaron along. So you have that. But let me know what you thought of this live stream, and I'll see you next video. Peace.